Today, join us for days 5 and 6 aboard the beautiful Disney Treasure as we explore more stunning areas of the ship and experience the premium adult-only dining at Paolo and Shante. So, with that said, let's head back to the Disney Treasure and dive into the action. Hello and welcome to day 5 on board the beautiful Disney Treasure. Today is a port day. We are actually in Falmouth, Jamaica. It's a bit of a windy grey day today. So we're going to step off the ship, take a look at what's available in the immediate port area, and then head back on the ship and discover a little bit more of what the treasure has to offer. So let's go ahead and get off the ship. Disembarking the ship in Falmouth, Jamaica brings you directly into a lively port area designed for cruise guests. The port is filled with local shops, offering everything from typical souvenirs like t-shirts, magnets and handmade crafts to luxury items such as watches, fine jewellery from renowned retailers like Diamonds International. It's a convenient and secure spot to browse or pick up gifts. For those looking to explore beyond the port, booking a port adventure through the cruise line is highly recommended. These excursions allow you to experience Jamaica's culture, natural beauty and attractions safely. Plus, booking through the cruise line guarantees that if your adventure runs late, the ship will wait for you. After checking out the shops and taking in the vibrant atmosphere, I decided to head back to the ship. For me, the Disney Treasure is the destination on this trip, and I wanted to spend more time exploring everything it has to offer. After getting back on board, I decided to head up to Deck 12 to check out the Hero Zone. This exciting area offers a variety of activities, including interactive games and sports like basketball and soccer. One of the main attractions is the massive inflatable obstacle course, which looks like a lot of fun. Unfortunately, it wasn't up and running when I visited, but it's definitely a highlight when operational. The Hero Zone is a great spot for both kids and adults to burn off some energy while enjoying some friendly competition. As I mentioned at the top of the episode, we'll be exploring both Paolo and Shante, but just to give you a sneak peek, I headed up to check out the Rose Bar. This elegant lounge is inspired by the delicate beauty of roses, with soft pink hues and floral accents, creating a sophisticated and relaxing atmosphere. It's the perfect spot to enjoy a drink before your dining reservation, offering a refined setting with a selection of expertly crafted cocktails. Whether you're waiting for your table at Paolo or Shante, the Rose Bar provides a tranquil escape to start your evening on a high note. Well, today has been a busy day. As we wind down, we're going to be heading out for dinner, but tonight we have something special planned. We're actually going to be heading to Shante, which is Disney's premium dining on board the ship. So it does require something a little bit formal, so I'm going to get changed and head over there. I'll see you there. Welcome to Shante. I've been looking forward to this special night for the entire cruise. As you enter the restaurant, you're greeted by stunning Lumiere-inspired light fixtures, setting the elegant tone. Stepping into the main lobby of Shante, You'll be in awe of the breathtaking blown glass chandelier, which truly makes a statement. This is the most expensive restaurant on board, and it's helmed by Chef Arnaud Lellemont, a renowned chef with multiple Michelin stars. The ambience and culinary expertise make Shante a one-of-a-kind dining experience. For tonight's dining experience at Shante, I started with the Baroque from the Rose, a stunning drink served in a gorgeous, unique glass. While Chef Arnaud Lellemont, who hails from the Champagne region of France, recommends pairing the Passion set menu with champagne, I was in the mood for something a little different. The Passion set menu itself includes 6 courses, each one a mind-blowing flavour experience. In addition to the 6 courses, there are delightful expansions, including a special dessert, amuse-bouches and canapés, making this a truly multi-layered dining journey. This dining experience is unlike any other, with each course carefully crafted to delight the senses. One of the highlights of the Shante dining experience is the exquisite cheese course. Presented with elegance and care, this course features a curated selection of fine cheeses, each paired with accompaniments that perfectly complement their unique flavours. The presentation itself is stunning, and the variety ensures there's something to please every palate, from creamy and mild to bold and aged. It's a perfect prelude to dessert and showcases the attention to detail that defines the Shante experience. A lovely surprise during the meal was a small birthday dessert presented inside a Christoffel egg by the dining team. Be sure to have your reservation notated if you're celebrating a special occasion. Dessert at Shante is nothing short of extraordinary, rounding out the meal with a touch of artistry and indulgence. The main dessert is a masterpiece on its own, showcasing the creativity and skill of the culinary team. But the experience doesn't end there. Following the main dessert, a selection of smaller desserts is presented in an elegant box, each one a miniature work of art. These bite-sized treats offer a variety of flavours and textures, making for a delightful finale to an unforgettable dining experience. With so many incredible courses and desserts at Shante, I couldn't quite finish everything during the meal. Thankfully, the dining team kindly packed up some of the smaller desserts from the elegant dessert box for me to take back to my stateroom. It was the perfect solution, allowing me to enjoy these delightful treats later as a late night snack while relaxing in the comfort of my room. It truly extended the magic of the meal into the rest of the evening. Well, that wraps up a wonderful day, a busy adventure capped off with an epic meal at Shante. Now it's time to get some sleep so I can recharge and make the most of tomorrow's day at sea, exploring even more of what the Disney treasure has to offer. Good morning and welcome to day 6 on board the Disney treasure. Today is our final sea day. Tomorrow we have our final port of call before this 7-night cruise ends. So it's our final opportunity to run around the ship, check out all those different locations that we may have missed so far. One thing I will tell you is that this ship is full of detail. So one 7-night cruise isn't going to be enough to see everything that you want to see. So it is going to bring you back for more, or you're going to want to come back for more, I should say. But because we had such a large dinner last night at Shante, which was amazing, I'm going to skip breakfast this morning. So let's go ahead and try and catch up with all those other areas that we missed. The Disney Treasure offers convenient self-service laundry facilities known as Fairy Tale Fresh Laundry, located near the midship elevators on multiple decks. Each laundry room features several washers, dryers and ironing boards with detergent available for purchase using your Key to the World card or the Disney Band Plus. You can even check machine availability and cycle progress through the Disney Cruise Line Navigator app. The walking deck on decks 4, 5 and 6 of the Disney Treasure offers a great space for a leisurely stroll or an energising jog. However, unlike the rest of the Disney Cruise Line fleet, the walking deck on this ship and the Disney Wish does not go around the entire vessel, which may be a slight downside for those who enjoy a full loop. That being said, one feature we absolutely love is that it allows you to walk all the way up to the bow of the ship, providing a stunning bird's eye view of the front. It's a perfect spot for taking in the ocean scenery and enjoying the fresh sea breeze. Next stop is Jumbo's Sweets, a vibrant sweet shop inspired by Disney's Zootopia. The playful theme immerses you in the world of Judy Hopps, Nick Wilde and their colourful city, with fun decor that brings the charm of Zootopia to life. Jumbo's Sweets offers an enticing variety of treats, including handcrafted gelato, ice cream and a wide selection of candies and confections to delight every sweet tooth. Top tip, you can place an order for gelato or ice cream and have it delivered to your dining room for dessert that evening. We'll be trying this out on the very last night of the cruise, so be sure to hit the subscribe and like button and make sure the notification bell is selected to stay tuned for when that episode drops. Just off the grand lobby is one of my favourite lounges, the Scat Cat Lounge, inspired by Disney's The Aristocats. This cosy spot captures the charm and elegance of the movie, offering a menu of creative drinks that perfectly match its sophisticated yet relaxed vibe. We also had the chance to do a mixology tasting here, and I can confidently say it was the best mixology class I've taken yet. It's the perfect place to unwind and enjoy live music, with acoustic piano filling the lounge every evening, creating a perfect ambience for relaxation.
This stuff is absolutely awesome. This has become wildly popular, alright? It's a bitter ingredient. That bitterness comes from an orange rind that they use, right? It gives it a mask for gin, okay? It actually used cognac, alright? So we used a Remy Martin XO, alright? Cognac is a wine-based product. Now, what is the group of people we associate with rum the most? Young matey, that is correct, okay? We do.
Tonight we're in for a treat with the all-new stage show The Tale of Moana, exclusive to the Disney Treasure. This performance brings the beloved story of Moana to life in a whole new way, offering stunning visuals, captivating music and plenty of Disney magic. It's a unique experience you won't find on any other ship, and it's definitely a must-see during your time on board. Well, that show was truly amazing, probably one of the best shows I've seen, not only at sea but also shoreside as well, so fantastic. But tonight we have reservations at Paulo for dinner, so time to get into something a bit more formal and head for dinner, so I'll see you there.
Singing songs way too loud because we wanna. Picking up our love friends, fill up the car till it bends.
As I made my way to Paulo, I stumbled upon a fantastic event where characters were dancing with the guests. It was truly a sight to behold, seeing both adults and children light up with joy as they joined in the fun. The music, the dancing, and the beloved Disney characters created such a magical atmosphere, and it was heartwarming to watch everyone's faces beam with excitement and happiness.
We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long.
Welcome back to Paolo's Steakhouse. You may remember we visited on day 2 to enjoy Paolo's renowned brunch. Tonight we're here to experience their exceptional dinner menu. Paolo has a rich history, originating as one of the first specialty dining options on Disney Cruise Line ships. Known for its elegant ambience and top quality service, Paolo offers a refined Italian-inspired menu featuring an array of delicious dishes, from fresh pasta to perfectly cooked steaks. The menu changes seasonally, ensuring a delightful culinary experience every time you visit. For tonight's dinner, I'll be enjoying the set menu instead of ordering a la carte, which offers a curated selection of some of their finest dishes. This was another great meal. While there's an additional charge, starting at $135 per person for the Passion set menu at Shante and $50 for the set menu at Paolo, it's definitely worth the fee. The food, the service, and the atmosphere make it a truly memorable experience. With that, it's time to get some rest, but be sure to join us next time as we experience our final port day, disembarkation, and share our final thoughts on the Disney treasure.